Good morning. Great morning. Wonderful morning. Spectacular morning. Outstanding morning. Yes, that beautiful reminder that you get to choose. I get to choose. We all get to choose. Remember, everything is fundamentally meaningless. Everything just is. And with that beautiful choice that you have, it's called your agency, your ability to act or be acted upon. With that choice, you get to choose the meanings, which then will lead you to a vibratory state of which is the attractive force in your life. Think about that. You can control the feelings that are on the stage if you'll just control how you think, if you'll just tap into these powers that you have to think. I mean, you have a mind, same way that I do. And in that mind, we have thought, which is the only creative force in the universe. And with that thought, we get to engage with our imagination, perception, reason, will, memory, intuition. Think about that. That's in you. You could be a master of your mind if you'll just tap into using those incredible powers that you've been gifted. It's beautiful, but only if you use it. See, you've got to use it. You've got to apply it. I mean, think about even this book that we're diving into. Remember, the information that's in this book is static information. It's passive. It doesn't have any life unless you give it life in your mind. See, the only way that this is going to have power in your life is if you apply it practically. The same way goes for what you write down here in your goal card. The only way that this has power in your life is if you make it important, is if you give it life, is if you become one with the idea. You notice the theme here? Rooted in how you're thinking. How you're thinking is what matters. How you're thinking, meaning what you believe, the habits you have, of which is the character of you. That's the sum total of your thoughts. And if you don't like the outcomes, you can change it. Just shift the narrative inside. And from that shift will be a change on the outside. You know, I was watching this video from Brian Tracy. How many of you like Brian Tracy? He's pretty cool. Brian Tracy's pretty awesome. And he was talking about how when someone asks you how you're doing, you should always say, great, amazing, spectacular, regardless of the fact that you might not be feeling that way. And he says the reason why you should do that is because that's how you lead your mind to feel that way. Remember, it starts in the mind. And you can use your conscious mind to steer your subconscious mind to those feelings that are associated with great, spectacular, amazing. Now, here, some knowledge has been given to you. But now the question is are you going to use it? Remember, it's not going to serve you in any way, shape, or form unless you apply it. So use it. Use it as if your life depends on it. You know why? Because it freaking does. It does. Say it. It does. It freaking does. It matters. There you go, Zan. Yeah, go like that. All right. So, excuse me. Let's go ahead and dive into where we are. Here we go. Ta-da! Part three. In terms of the page, it's page 71. That's cool, huh? I can go up and see the page before and go to this one, right? I love how somebody came up with this so that we can use it. Somebody used their dissatisfaction to create this. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. And you have that in you. Now, part three tells why the necessary action and interaction of the conscious and subconscious minds require two corresponding systems of nerves. Two corresponding systems of nerves. It explains how the connection is made between these two systems of nerves. It explains and tells of a central point in the body for the distribution of energy. Ooh, I love that. The distribution of energy. Thoughts are things. Thoughts are energy. Thoughts are the magnets that attract to us the very things that we think. How this energy is distributed is also in this. How the distribution of this energy gives the individual pleasant sensations, and how the interruption of this distribution being discord in harmony and lack and limitation of every kind. It tells of an arch enemy which must be destroyed, and tells how to destroy it. It tells what determines the experiences in life which we are to meet and why these experiences are under our control. Think about that. These experiences are under our control. Why? Because it all starts in the mind. Thought externalizes itself. You become what you think about most of the time. One enthusiastic reader says of this part, this document, in my opinion, is the greatest single document beneficial to mankind ever written in the history of the world. It is the first time that I have come into a true understanding of the silent powers that dominate and determine one's success. And what are those silent powers? It's what's happening in your mind. It's what's happening in secret. Or James Allen, we think in secret and it comes to pass. Environment is but our looking glass. So you have that. You have a hidden power in you. Thomas Troward talks about this beautifully in his book, The Hidden Power, as does Charles Hannell. Introduction, Part 3. You have found that the individual may act on the universal, and that the result of this action and interaction is cause and effect. Remember, you can act on the individual. Why? Because you can think. No one can force you to think the thoughts you think. You can think whatever you want. You're the sculptor. The clay is that thinking substance that permeates, penetrates, and fills the inner spaces of the universe. See, that's in you. It's a part of you. It's not a matter of whether or not that's there. It's a matter of whether or not you're going to engage with it. Thought, therefore, is the cause. And the experiences with which you meet in life are the effect. Put a big old square around this. Put hearts all around it. Thought, therefore, is the cause. And the experiences with which you meet in life are the effect. Your outer world is a reflection of what's happening in your inner world, and your inner world is a world of thought, more specifically, a lot of automatic thought, which is caused by your beliefs, your habits. And those are things that you can change, which means you can change your life. Remember the phrase, it is done unto you as you believe. What's done unto you? The results of your life. As is the most important word in that statement. Why? Because it's conditional on what you believe. The whole point being is that it's in you.